Evening, boys and girls. Welcome back to another Friday night live at Hardcore RC. How is everyone today? All good, I hope. Live at Hardcore RC. How is it? Let's see. What's our quality like? Is it coming through nice and thick and fast? Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Right, who we got coming in? Dan. Hi, Dan. Addicted. Sergeant RC Adventures. Scott Ward. Alex. Evening. You were first, Sergeant, I think. Possibly. Oh, I don't know. Dan might have picked you to the comment first by the looks of it. Mr. Grizzlies RC. Hi, how are you? How is everyone this fine Friday evening? Noah, hi. I'm good, thank you. Bit of a headache because I've just been doing some conformal coating of some circuit boards and it stinks. It's given me a bit of a headache, I will say. And I learned something new today. If you buy a certain conformal fluid to coat your PCBs, you might just need a UV torch to go with it. I didn't know that. So thank goodness for Amazon Prime same day delivery. And dirt cheap as well. Yeah, not too bad apart from the headache, Grizzly. Elijah, how are you? Your brake Rex Max good today. Front end, rear bulkheads need replacement. Wow, what did you do? Did you drop it off of a building? It is cold out though, isn't it? Not too bad, Alex. Tough week at work. That's not unusual. Glad it's the weekend now. Looking forward to hopefully getting out Sunday. One can hope. But we're done with that. Hoping to get this back together, but looks like I might have lost a... I hope I haven't lost one of them. Hopefully it's in the workshop. I haven't lost a wheel nut off of here because that'll be a pain in the backside because they're not cheap. Did you snap it in half? What, like you did, Noah? Jack's okay now. Yeah, he started testing negative. So basically he tested positive last Wednesday. So he had to self-isolate from there, and hence I didn't see him at the weekend. And then he tested negative again Wednesday, so he went back to work yesterday and today. Hi, Gary. Hi, Noah. Hi, Craig. How's Meet Joe back, Gary? I'm guessing that might be your missus watching that, though. The train's 4 years old with lots of bash on the stock chassis components finally gave out. Well, 4 years out of a stock chassis isn't too bad, is it? Kevin Porter, Dan's Bearded RC, how are you? Joe Girding. How is everyone today on this Friday? So, been having issues with the Outcast 8S on the steering. It's just not been doing what it's supposed to do. So Callum's been complaining. I've been holding off, but I've bitten the bullet. Bought a new servo for it. Got this one under recommendation. Annoyingly, I got this one under recommendation before Gary pointed out that we could get those Power HD ones, which I put on the community link. Power HD 65 kilo, 1/5 scale servos from Banggood, £34 each. So if you haven't seen it on the community page, go and have a look at that because they are cracking servos at Model Sport sell for 65 quid. You can get them from Banggood for 34 quid. So I've just ordered 3 of those because one of the lossy ones on the steering is gone. It's chattering about all over the place. So I've bitten a bullet, bought 3 of those. I'll still put this K-Power in here. It's supposed to be a good servo. It's a bit quicker than the other ones. Not as strong, not as powerful, but a little bit quicker. So we go with that anyway. And obviously just in case it was a servo saver that's playing up, I bought the Vitavon aluminium servo saver as well in silver. Get that on there, and hopefully that fixes it. Then I've got to take the tyres and the wheels back off of the X-Max to put back on here, and then sort something out. I bought 2 more stock tyres for the X-Max, and I'm going to refoam 2 of the old ones, and then see how we go. And then I might try the sledgehammers. Evening Waterside Bashers, how are you? Just waiting for your Outcast latest. Will come from Jenny's RC for the X-Max. How are you finding yours on the X-Max? Love them on the X-Max. It's just I've got to put them back on here. So yeah, I mean, Jack loves them on the X-Max. I love them on the X-Max. It's just we've only got 1 pair at the moment. So I'm putting this back together. I took them off of this because we weren't using the Outcast because the steering was all over the place. So I've put in the Bullet now and bought some bit of arc there for you. Bit the Bullet and bought a Servo and the Servo Saver for this. I could have got some more Outcast wheels for the X-Max, but I had another pair of the stock ones ready to go anyway. And I've just had to buy 3 new servos for the Lossy. Well, I had to buy one. Well, I didn't. One of the steering ones was playing up. So you have to switch them in pairs. So that would have been buying 2 anyway. And if I'm buying 2, and then we found this deal on the Power HD, so it made sense to buy 3, if that makes sense. Because I got 3 for £99, which is crazy. Alistair, evening, how are you? Finally got my X-Max, and I've been doing a lot of upgrades that I see in your videos, but we expect a foot of snow in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yes, I have seen the big winter storm heading your way. Up that east coast, going through New York, etc. Doesn't look pleasant, to be quite honest. If you get the paddle tyres on it and get out with it, that's what I say. If you haven't got any paddle tyres, quick, get them shipped to you, and then get out in the snow, because the X-Max will love that. Yeah, not too bad. Hope to be out this week. Callum's got an early football match, so hoping to get out afterwards with him to go bashing. Not sure about Jack. Jack may well be out because he's got stuck indoors for a week, stuck in his room, so he might want to come out. He's gone go-karting today. Always fixing and mending, Banshee. Always fixing and mending. Although this is a job that's been sitting around for a while, just haven't ordered the servo and everything. So it still works, but the steering's all over the place. We've got a bit fed up with it being all over the place. So time to whip it out. Oh, the other thing you have to buy on this as well, it's not a cheap upgrade. It's about 100 quid. Well, more than that actually, because that's, you have to buy the bigger receiver, or the receiver box that takes a full-size servo. Then you have to buy the servo, and that was 45 quid. That was 25 quid. So what's that? 45, 25, 50. That's 70 quid. And then that's 37 quid. So it's 107 quid, isn't it? Whatever it is. And on top of that, I've got a speeding ticket today as well. So I'm not happy. Well, I'll say I got a speeding ticket. I've got a notice of intent to prosecute, a nip or whatever they call them. Yep, get some. They do tear up the snow. Yes, Waterside. They've got the. They've released the sledgehammers for the X-Max. Don't know what they're like though. I know a couple of people in the US have got them already. I'm talking to them to find out how they hold up and how the foams are, because it's the foams that have been the issue for us. RC Crew New Jersey, how are you? You are getting the storm heading your way as well. Seb's at work again. You're always working on a Friday, aren't you? That sucks for a young lad like yourself. I was doing a bit more than 33, but I don't think I was. It's come through saying I was doing 41. I know when it was. It was last Saturday, and I know where it was because I saw him, and I don't think I was doing the speed they're saying I'm doing. But unfortunately, you don't get a chance to challenge it unless you take it to court, and then you could end up with a bigger fine and bigger points, or even a ban. So they get you. They basically tell you what you were doing, and you. Yeah, it depends if they offer it, Kevin. They might not offer it. If they do, I'd do it. If they don't, I can't do it. But in 38 years of driving, it's only the 3rd time I've been caught, which is really annoying because I drive so slowly now as well. Well, I say slowly. I drive a lot more than what I used to do. Let's put it that way. I am coming back. I've just remembered I haven't got certain bits. Just needed my other set of hexes. Because I forgot I'm working on the Outcast, and you probably need a 4mm and a 5mm and a 10mm and a 20mm. Hello, Jean, how are you? Might snow bash the granite, why not? Kern, all good, thank you. How are you, buddy? Yeah, it depends what they offer. I've just got to... but at the moment, it's just saying you've got to notify who was driving, which was me. And then they'll let me know whether it's a £100 fine and 3 points, whether it's a court appearance, or whether I can do the driver awareness course. I don't know that yet. I imagine 41 in a 30, unlikely to be anything but 3 points and £100 fine. Yeah, they might do, Gary. I don't know whether they do. I'm going to have to get myself a dash cam, because then, you know, I'd know. I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing that, but I can't evidence it. And it's just so much of a pain in the backside. If I had a dash cam that showed what speed I was doing when I was on the road I was, then I'd take it to court and go, there you go, there's your evidence, go and suck it. But in the car I drive steady, on the bike I tend to be careful. Yeah, as I said, I don't, because it's an automatic, you just sit there and drive it, you know. When I had the RS4 and the old S4, the B6 S4, the B7 RS4 and the Golf R's and everything, I used to tear around like you wouldn't believe, but I don't anymore. I've got older and wiser, and well, it's just, and I don't really drive that. I only drive, you know, once a week or whatever it is. I happened to go out Saturday to Iceland to go and get some top up on something, and yeah, I ended up getting 3 points. Sucks. Right. Let's dive into this bad boy. Addicted, you've got some snow heading your way, haven't you? What's it, winter storm something or other, isn't it? What are they calling it? We'll be getting our winter storms coming through soon, I think, as well, won't we? They like to name them here as well. You just had 3 months banned for 35. Ouch. What's happened to your Facebook thing? I tried to message you yesterday. 1 minute you were there, and then the next minute you weren't, Dean. Yeah, I think your 3 month ban wasn't just in isolation, though, was it, Dean? Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't doing anything stupid. It was 41 and a 30. It's normally 30 mile an hour over. If you're 30 over the speed limit, that's when you're in trouble. 35 is the most on an awareness course. Yeah, I think 41 is not an awareness course. It's just 3 points and £100. I had 4 strikes in 2 days and toshed it up 12 points. You can do that. Only you could do that, Dean. Right. I probably want to pop. It's probably worth popping the side guard off as well, isn't it, Gary? You know about these things more than me. Give me more access. So you can see. that doesn't take it off, does it? You've got to take the battery tray and everything out as well, haven't you? Oh, I hate these cars. Why do they make them so complicated? You've got to take half the battery tray out as well, I think, don't you? Oh! Enough now? Oh, come on already. Now you're going to laugh, aren't you? What more can need to be coming out of there? That one there, possibly. That one there. It's widening up now. A Facebook ban, I think, Dean, wasn't it? Yo, Thieves fan, how are you? I got 6 points with 9 already standing. 15 did seem a bit OTT. Ouch. Yeah, most I've ever had is 3. You don't need to take it off, really. Do I not? Does it not give me a bit more room to do this servo as well? Oh, why that's not coming off though. It'll wind me out, isn't it? Do that one as well, because I think that one needs to go. They're all the same size, aren't they? Yep. Now it's going to go. Oh, I can see that. There we go. Gotcha. Yep, Grandad Dean. The servo is the module that comes out in one. That one. I should change the receiver on this and put my own radio on it as well. Hi Troy, how are you? North Carolina? Very nice indeed. This is the Outcast 8SD, yes. Not been out for a while because, well, last time I took it out, the steering was not working right. So we kind of moaned about that. So, and it wasn't turning. So I took the servo out, took it back, put it under warranty. They came back and said nothing wrong with it. Took it out again. The steering was all over the place again. And then we blew a dry shaft as well. So it's time just to put a new servo on and be done with it. Put a new servo saver on it, and then hopefully that fixes it. They are waterproof, yes. They are waterproof. It's 8.4 volts, 65 kilos. X-Max Mark now is a 30-degree north. What? The lossy clone? That is bad news. Very, very bad news. Good evening, Cordite. How are you? What's this? It's not a string. It's actually, I should take this bit of wire off, but it actually lets me know where it is so I don't lose it. It's actually a voltage checker. So that would normally have a crocodile clip on there. So you click that to your negative in your car, and then you'd prod that into your wire because it was sharp, and the little bulb in there would light up if it was power going through it. You can get them still. You have to look out for the good ones and the bad ones. I thought I'd lost this, so I did buy another one, and the point was a bit weak. This one is made by Draper, and I just use it as a prodding tool to get the muck out of the screws and everything. It is for other things. It's probably one of my most used tools, actually, funnily enough, for this. So that's what that is. Made by Draper. A battery checker, probably. Get them off Amazon. It's gone live with a 30-degree north, mixed reception from YouTube and Facebook. Some people seem fuming, so it's close to the lossy bit, but way cheaper. It is. It needs a few upgrades to get the lossy, but it's 600 quid, isn't it? I think versus it's £1,000 cheaper. You can prod away with this one, Dean. I'm hoping the MT, I mean, at the moment it's still showing for 31st of January, which is next week. And I'm hoping it comes out on Monday and gets shipped to us, I'd have it Tuesday. Yeah, I pulled out of getting the Maverick in the end. I did have it on pre-order, but it was just getting pushed back, and pushed back. I got bored with waiting in the end. So I cancelled the order on that. It just became winter time and I couldn't be bothered to wait anymore. I was kind of looking forward to it, but you know, when you suddenly get bored with looking at it. Don't know whether you need to take this off, but I am. Let's see if it comes off. Oh, come on. You're having a laugh now, aren't you? Did I stick that down? I possibly stuck it down, actually. Whoops. It might be why it's not coming off. Don't know where I can get replacement screws for the Max 650. All the small end screws there is 3. I was taking it apart and changing the bearings and one has stripped. Can't find them. I'm thinking they're M1.5s, I think. What country are you in, Kern? Have you looked on somewhere like, if you're in the UK, have you looked on somewhere like Aku? Yeah, don't like a bit of swearing or anything if it's proper bad language. Hence the asterisk. Yeah. Oh, a good boy. Good lad. Why don't the UK shop stock DR10 mods? I keep having to order. There is one, but they're not been much in stock. I think DMS or something or other had a load of the stuff in. I don't know whether they've got any more in. They might well get some more in from once the summer gets around and people start driving them again. The problem is no one's really driving them in this weather because it's just too damp. Fred, how are you? I ordered a lot of stuff. I ordered some stuff from my main hobbies, and the other stuff I ordered from Island Hobby Nut. So I think it could just be the time of the year. Great. I mean, there were, I said, I think it was DMS that was selling a lot of the Exotech or whatever it was upgrades. Up you go. Right. Said Fred. My glasses so I can see what's going on here. I'll do that, I think, and pop that off of there. It's probably the easiest way to get to this. Not that sounds that. Just as I thought. Oh, I didn't bring the radio with me. That was a schoolboy error, wasn't it? I just bought 4 Mugen MBXR. Oops, 4 of them. You seen that latest post on the Armour RC forum about somebody blowing up their centre diff within 2 runs, and everyone going, "Oh, I should have checked the diff. Oh, it's your fault." I just, you know, the Armour fanboys do make me laugh. It's all right, Kern. Yeah, have a look. If you know the size, have a look at somewhere like Aku or eBay or Amazon, depending on how many you need. I get all my screws from ACCU. I should sign up to their annual subscription so I get free postage as well, because the postage can be a lot, but I normally do a big order on them and then get them. We all like erect. We like to erect things every now and again. That's okay, Paul. Glad that was helpful. It was just a quick one I threw together, actually. It's weird, isn't it? The ones you throw together and don't spend, I say spend much time on, but you know, it's those how-tos seem to do really, really well. The clutch one, the wing one, the fan one. What else we got? Oh, the LED light one. It's weird. Steve, Tony, hi, how are you? The new video goes out tomorrow, Dean, for the DR8, and for the price of it, I'm super impressed. Now, it's depending on how hard you want to bash it out the box. It does need some upgrades for what we do to it, but super impressed. And the upgrades are cheap as well, and the FTX make them themselves. So, yeah, for the price of it, massively impressed. I mean, we got it, it's gone up a little bit. We got it at cheap. I can't find it at that price anymore. I think the cheapest I found is about 340 quid. We got it for 328. I think it's floated, depending on where you are, between 340 and 370 now. But even then, for that price, when you're comparing it, I might do some work on it tonight. Put the other top plate, because the other top plate I got turned up on the Sunday. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. And, you know, we'll soon find out how it's going to compare to the MT8, hopefully, which is about 440, I think. So, you know, I'm looking at these better quality, I wouldn't say budget. I don't like the word budget, but the Armour have pushed themselves into a price point which I'm not comfortable with anymore. I'm not prepared to pay the prices they want unless they bring out a roller or a 1/5 Typhon. or an 8S Typhoon. So I'm now looking at other brands and cars and seeing if we've been missing things, if that makes sense. You know, if we've been blinkered by the armour. Don't know. I know you would have, Kevin. My comment though is that it's got the most likes so far, just saying it's unacceptable. And why do all the fanboys think it's acceptable that you're buying a car with a premium price point, but you should check the diffs before you run it? I said it's not acceptable. Revo, how are you? Oh, you're not ugly, Jester, I'm sure. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and beauty comes from within. Gotta love a fanboy, but yeah. I mean, I'm funny. I used to be. I always said I'd never own a Traxxas. How stupid was I? Chaps in the UK, GLPG is pretty much half the price on Banggood for a few days. Honey is giving discount to just over two. Wow, that is. I've heard the JBL Cheetah is fantastic price. That is, if it's just over £200, that's a bargain for that car. Yeah, I'm not so sure they are entry level though. You know, the MT8 on paper looks like it's going to be an absolute brilliant RC. But having said that, the Proline MT 4x4 on paper should have been a brilliant RC. So, you know, I just think where Armour are in their pricing now, they're no longer in my opinion, they're no longer value for money. You know, when there were prices they were, you could accept the diffs not blowing up all the time. You could accept the lower QC and things like that, but not with the price they're at now. To me, it's totally and utterly unacceptable. You're a premium brand with a budget QC. Right, what do we have to change in this bit? Yeah, it's not a bad size receiver box on this one, Craig, as well. So, because I've got 3 receiver boxes now, and you get a new lid. Don't need the new lid, though, do I? Which one do I need then? I presume it's a slightly bigger one, isn't it? S905. I suppose I could take this servo out and put it in the lossy. Well, that's shorter. Or is it supposed to be shorter? Which one do I use? The long one or the short one? It's got the short one in there at the moment. Oh no, it hasn't. It's got the long one in there. It's got the long one in at the moment, so I'm presuming I use the short one, do I? Ah, it's narrower, look. Is it narrower? Yeah, that's narrower. That's where they get you. It's not on the length, it's on the girth. It's the girth they get you on. So it's that one I need, not that one. Russell RC is Revo. Yes, Russell RC is Revo and Revo is Russell. Yeah, just bought one. Kev used it on Forest and it was too fast. The fact it comes with a Dumbo radio and a hard cell 3S LiPo as standard, you're mad not to buy one. If I didn't have a speeding fine this month, I might have bought one, but I spent too much already. It's the width, Noah, not the length. Yeah, 1/5 is wider. And we know width makes all the difference. Master, how are you? It is what she said, Dan. Yeah, so that's a 1/6 servo. So, but they call it a 1/5 car and put 1/6 servo in there and a 1/6 ESC. Let me think for a second. Something not quite right there. Sorry, I've got to stop. I've got to stop ripping on armour. But I can't help it. They do make themselves easy targets. So it's either not a 1/6 car, 1/5 car, or they're putting the wrong equipment in it. One to steer, two to whatever it is, isn't it? Right, get that out of the way. Everyone likes girth. I picked up a new killer body yesterday. The detail on it, wow. 1/10, 2 is a very scaled detail. What body was it? What's it for? Addicted? How's your hand as well? Check me out, not knowing fellow admin. Well, you haven't been around much, Dean, have you? How are you, buddy, anyway? I did send you a message yesterday, but I don't think it got through to you. Almost everyone who runs those AS armours swaps out all the electronics for a bigger hobby wing or castle. They do, but I've not bothered. Mainly because we don't drive this one that much because it costs too much to fix. I haven't really sent it since I changed the shocks to the M2C ones, but it's when you've got the X-Max and you don't mind sending that and you know it's not going to cost a lot to fix, sending these big ones, or the armour, these ones, it's a bit of a scary proposition to think, if I break that, it's, you know, a weekend out with this could cost me well in excess of 100 quid to fix. Yeah, it's for what you're getting. I mean, I might, you know, it's a good car. I know what they're like, speed runs, because we've got the big rock, so it does run, you know, really well. But it's not worth 419 quid. Not with a slipper. That's why I didn't get it. I like the concept, but you know, 2 years ago we bought the, you know, the granites were, the 3S cars were 259 quid. 419, behave. You know, with a slipper. I'm buying an MT8 for 440. It's got a centre diff, 1/8 scale, metal chassis, yada, LED lights, you know. And it could blow the Armour's Notorious out of the water in theory for a fraction of the price. The MXB8 RS Skyrim price are $850 a kit. Kind of crazy, but that's where we live in. Yeah, that has gone up a lot, hasn't it? Gave into the hype, bought WPL D12. People are right, it's gorgeous. Less than 50 quid delivered. She's beautiful. Oh, what is that then? Is that one of those little drift things, the vans or something? I need to get more into the stuff, and Maker 5 just contacted us as well, so might try and get some bits from them and try them out rather than me spending my money on it. That's good. Are you still doing the grass as well? But it's good you're getting working full time and running 2 businesses. That is mad, but it's good that it's all going well for you. I'm a bit of a Skyline GTR fan. Yeah, we've got a new body. Callum's got a new body for his drift car actually. What do you get? A Nissan S15, I think. Yeah, that's what I've paid. $359 I paid for our Outcast 4S in May 2020. One of the last ones, if not the last one, to be sold in the UK. I hunted everywhere for it and found it in some garden centre that sold kids ride-on cars. Permanently banned from Facebook. Okay, I'll scroll back in and find out how long we've been in. I'll try and find it when we're in there. Come back and get your number. I can't write it down because I've got the phone recording and everything. Okay, yes, I do know what it is then. Yeah, I've seen everyone raving about the WPLs and I've never quite got it, but I suppose if I got one, I'd probably understand it. Couldn't get close to Slash. It was on 2S and just left the Sentinel out on every corner. Yeah. Yeah, the Sentinel lights, I do like the Sentinel. It's a tough little car, but when you got up against someone with a centre diff, you've not got a chance. TJD, I need to get back there. I do like TJD. I like Chris in TJD. Very, very helpful. Right, that goes that way round. We'll slot that in there. No, we won't slot that in there because it goes in there. Oh, that means it sucks. I've got to take the receiver out as well, doesn't it? That kind of sucks. Don't need to use the rubber bushings, do I? No. K8 is the one car I still want. I'd like a K8. I'd like the K8 EXB. Just because I like them. But I've got to get the workshop built first. I have not got the room to put any more cars. Oh, Dean, just while you're here, actually, the reason I was trying to message yesterday was on the Lossy, the steering servo. Do you know what make it is and what brand? I think I do, but I'm not sure because the label's not on it. Because one of the Spectrum servos is gone. I'm just working out. I've bought 3 servos I've got coming, but I'm just wondering what the best plan of action is. Depending on what that steering servo, because it looks like when he did whoever it was that did the twin servo conversion, they took the throttle servo and put it next to the stock throttle servo and used it with the stock steering servo on the steering, and then bought a new servo for the throttle. Yeah, I might see if I can get it from Europe. Hello, Stefan. How are you? Finally got your RC room set up proper now in time for some live wrenching and unboxings, indeed. Yeah, you need to M2C them. Well, I say you need to. I think the shocks are better on the EXBs, aren't they? Have you M2C'd yours, Gary? I use the kitchen as my the kitchen is my RC. Well, it is at the moment anyway. I don't care. I haven't got anyone to answer to until the workshop's built. why they stick these in, and then expect you to get them out without breaking them, is beyond me. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum. There, that goes out of there. Done. Right, now need to get a bit of tape. Special tape that Jack got 6 rolls of this for the price of 1. I'm not sure the seller knew what they were doing, because this should have been about 60 quid's worth of tape and you got it for 6 quid. I ain't crazy like that. It's 3M VHB acrylic tape. When he ordered it, he thought he was only going to get 1 roll. It said 6. He thought, nah, they must have got that wrong. And it was 6 rolls that turned up. So he very kindly gave me a roll. I'm not sure what he's doing. I told him to stick them on eBay and sell them at... Not that bad. Had pleasure of... only MTC on mine is the ZR pistons. Okay. And you've not bent the chassis or anything yet? I've owned 2 of their V2s and just don't know what bashing is. A stunt truck with no centre brace doesn't take engineering to figure that it's not going to work. What one's that then? Oh, Co-Rally. They've got a centre brace now, haven't they? The V4 looks quite interesting. The V4 looks like it could be a good little car, and I don't know what I've done with my knife now. I need that to get these off of here, and it's not sitting over there. At least they've got a 4S car out now as well. We're still waiting for Armours. Stop it, David. Come on. There's it there. Oh, get the little spongy things out of here. You can. Yep. Yep. Like that. No, I didn't do that, did I? You nutter, David. So I've just lost the grub screw, which was on there because I used that to then do that. That was stupid. That was stupid, David. Unless you can find it, unless I find it lurking around, but it's a tiny little grub screw. Oh. Yeah, the likelihood of finding that is 0, I think. Ah, that's annoying. I might just super glue it in there then. Oh, found it. Stuck on the back of, these are magnetic, so it's decided to stick itself on the back of that. That was Andy Harry. Who remembers the next phrase of that old advert? That's Andy Harry. I'm hoping Dean or Gary or someone might remember that one. See you later, Craig. Take care, buddy. Yeah, that's not a good place to be. Either RC goes or she does. No one should, if they're putting those sort of ultimatums on you, then that's just a start. Then it'll be something else. Then it'll be something else. Then it'll be something else. They either accept you for who you are and what you do, or they don't. Can I see? You've seen the pics. You know it's been tested to hell and back. Well, enjoy tomorrow's video. Short wheelbase technos are next. Nice. Yeah, we do. I need to get my MT410. I'm good, Brad. Thanks. How are you, buddy? Yep. These boys know. The old boys know. That's Andy Harry. Stick it in the oven. 2DY, how are you? Big up the French touch. Do not. No, I put wheels in the oven. I put the tyres in the oven to get all the super glue off of them. That I do. Which way are we going out of there? It comes out the top then, does it? Wow. How many ways in and out of this receiver box are there? Oh, and typical, of course, they give you all the receiver box, but they don't give you the gasket. I do despair with Armour. I'm sorry. But they 26 quid for 3 bits of plastic, and they can't even be bothered to put the gasket in for it. Or the foams to waterproof it. Luckily, I've got some of the foams already, but that's not the point. 26 quid. You'd have thought for 26 quid, you know, they put 2 of the servo standoff things in there. I don't know whether they're different sizes or not. But what's wrong with the gasket? What's wrong with the rubbers, the foams? I'm moaning a lot because it just it's the sort of thing that winds me up. It's a negative signal. Let's check this works. Batteries. Oh. Really should put my receiver on this, but corned beef hash. I love corned beef, Dean. Love a bit of corned beef. Yeah, it's just that I wanted to use... I'm going to use this in the lossy. So I'm going to cut it across there. Get that bit off. And then I'm going to stick it in the lossy as another receiver box because of all the bits and pieces I've got that are going to be sitting outside. So I've got it put just... And it would be nice to have a waterproof gasket on the top. But, you know, they don't give you that. They give you everything else. But then I can cut. I'm not going to need this anywhere else. It's the same as what I've already got. I only needed that one bit, but they don't sell just the one bit on its own. Of course, they sell it so you have to buy everything, not just the 1/5 servo bit on its own, which is again annoying. So I can slice that off of there, and just have a nice receiver box, but it won't be waterproof, which is a little bit annoying. I'll have a look, see how much the gasket is. Hi Jeremy, how are you? Well, thank you for love catching my live streams. I try and be real on them. Beast RC language. Don't be too harsh on them, Dean. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I stick them in the oven at 120 degrees and just cook them. Working on the Outcast 8S, putting a new servo in it. New servo and new steering servo saver, because the stock one's just been having issues with it, not happy with it. It's not steering, so it's either the servo playing up. We did warrant it, did send it back, but they said there's nothing wrong with it. So we put it back in, took it out, and it was still playing up. So it's either the servo saver or the servo. I didn't want to take any chances. I was fed up with playing around with it. So new servo and a Vetavon servo saver. That all works. That's good. Be-doo. Probably sell the gasket by itself to get a little bit more money from you. I'm pretty sure they're doing. They probably sell it with a few other bits and pieces. Totally irrelevant to this, which means the gasket won't just cost you like 3 or 4 quid for a bit of silicone O-ring. Yeah, Kern, it really is starting to bug me now. You know, most places include the hardware. You know, if you're buying it, they don't even get the stickers. Well, you buy an Outcast 4S wing, for example, because you break the old one, you don't get the stickers to put on it. So it don't look the same anymore. It's like, really? But they charge you 15 quid for a bit of plastic. If you get the PI gasket, conformal coat the boards. I've got my torch, Gary. Turned up. So I have been just conformal coated that. You can see it. It glows now. I conformal coated my my U-Beck as well. It's just that it stops it filling up with water, doesn't it? And then you're emptying it out. That was more thing. I might just seal it with a bit of grease or something. Or so I'll put some Vaseline around it. Did B say front bottom? Maybe he's Australian because that turns an endearment to them. The Amazon special one Harley's got in his MT2. What you got in the MT410? A bit sloppy, yeah. Well, something's not right in this, so I thought the easiest thing to do would be to put a much better servo in, because I don't know what this... I don't know what the rating is of this servo. An S905. Don't know. But right. I must have stuck that back down then. That goes on there, that goes on there. Oh my life, in you go there. Oh, stupid bloody thing. Excuse my French. It's going to wind me up because that is not... Why is that not lining up? Slightly out. There could be rage. It's about 3 mil out, which is bloody stupid. Excuse my French, but come on. We're going to put a screw in that end, and then we're going to try and force this in, because look, that's in. Set you around. So that's sitting in that end, and on that end it's 1,000,000 miles out. How is that possible? It's in there and it's not in there. Don't even line up. That one lines up. That one lines up, goes in straight away. Not that one. Janks. Right. I'm going to screw that in there. Which screws is it though? It's that one. Yeah, the new top doesn't fit either. New top is out the same amount. So either this is the wrong size, because if you push it there, oh, it does click in. There we go. We'll get that in, if I get that end in first, then I might be able to click it over. And that end in first, wasn't it, I think? Ah. The issue is then, maybe I'm going to put the, take the servo out a bit first. It's like it's just clicking the back of the servo is the problem. Right. Lock this down. We'll then tighten the servo up. I only don't get the screws for it, so I'd have to. Well, I've got these screws anyway, so. Done. I want see which car got 100 foot high. Wait, yes, actually, Jess, I'm being told to go out and buy a Nitro Inferno MP9. Looks like a better get on Motorsport and order one on. Yeah, the problem we have with going 100 foot high is we haven't got the location with the run-ups. chuck it in the bin or the oven. I'll tell you, it's dry, but I think I fixed it now. I think it was just the servo was done up and pushing back to stop it going in. Stu, how are you? Will you need to cut the receiver box and lose? You will need to cut the receiver box and lose the waterproofing. Hopefully not. I think it's in there. Should go in. Otherwise, what was the point of me? Oh, I suppose that too, because of the girth. No, it's all right now. It's just catching it as it came down. That's all it was, as it was catching on the back and not allowing it to pull forward properly. It looks all okay now. Okay, unless I'm going crazy, I heard another note on piano again. It's the ghost snower. See, a bank might let me take out a small loan. RCs will do that to you. What do we have here? A race version of the X-Max. We do have a race version of the X-Max that can be a bit fragile when jumping. I have a Raminator steering servo. Wow, that's a big boy. Which size? What size is that one? My front wheel. Oh, that one over there. There's probably the bearing seized up. We'll have a look at that in a minute then. Feels a bit stiff in there. Might have a bearing that's seized. Or it's probably got half of arc wrapped around it somewhere. So we'll have a look at that afterwards. Thank you, Noah. That's the Typhon TLR. It's the Kraton 6SB, the Outcast 8S EXB, and no offense. I love the Typhon, the TLR. Great car. Put your own electronics up. We have truckified it. Haven't had it out for a couple of weeks. We've got so many RCs, we can't take them all out all the time. So depends on what we're doing, what plans are videoing wise. Excuse me. You know, but we do love that truck or that buggy. Work finished time. You've just been at your restaurant and you're going to McDonald's. You've just been working at a meat-free restaurant and now you're going to McDonald's. You're going to get the Vegemite, the McVeggie or whatever it's called. Yeah, I do like the TLR one. We really, really like. Plant's got the 6S Vitifon bulkheads at 75 quid. That's not too bad. I used to buy them at 60, although it's just slightly annoying that Kimberly's ones, the shipping to the UK was a bit high. But she sold those. She sold all she had. How many she had? But she sold all her new bulkheads in 6 hours. They were all sold out. She's got some more coming in at the end of February. I think Raminator has a bunch of 25 Amazon guys. I think it's got a bit more than that, hasn't it? Big Mac. Not going for the Mega Mac. Where's our Granite? Granite's in the garage. Hasn't been out for a while as well. In fact, the last time we had the Granite out was when we put it up against the MT10. Although the MT10 hasn't been out for a while either. We have so many cars. It's hard to, you know. We have to rotate, and we have our favourites for a short time, and then we switch. And the Max hasn't been out for a while either. Callum hasn't been out for a while because he's had football. And I'm going to need someone to educate me on how to put this on because I can't remember. How to line it up. I haven't got the instructions with me. And I know you have to line it up a certain way, don't you? Sure that's going to go on there. That is a 15 tooth, isn't it? Yes. Right, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Oh, it's up work. Hi NWO, how are you? Nando's, do like a bit of Nando's. I need to get some more of the Nando's salt. I don't know where I got it from. Hi Adrian, how are you? You got the Granite as well. I do like the Granite, really good car. Come on, out you come. Why ain't that coming out of there? What am I doing wrong? Why do we knock it out from that side? No. Why isn't this coming apart? Guys, why isn't this coming apart? Hello, Callum. Yeah, the spring hasn't made me jump by now. And it's not. Does it come out the top? Because it ain't made me jump. It was the same as this. That goes in there. That goes in there. So this bit here should have made me jump by now, shouldn't it? Hi Dads, how are you? Pop it in the microwave. I'm not popping this in the microwave. Oh, do you know what you're doing? Haven't got a clue, Sky. Haven't got a clue. This should have popped out though. I do know that. And it hasn't. So this bit here should have popped out under the spring pressure. For some reason, it hasn't. Which is not good news. So I might have to get something to it. It's a plastic 15 tooth. I don't need to worry about it too much because I have a metal 15 tooth, so I can make a mess of this actually. I just can't kill that screw. Wouldn't you? Oh, I'd do a good job of that. I would do a fantastic job of... What sort of torch have you got? I might have to drill it out. If I drill a hole in here, I'll be able to get hold of it then, wouldn't I? In theory. Ladies, Master, take care, buddy. Where are you going? Well, enjoy your food. Using adjustable pressure applicator, a hammer. I might just hit the side of it and see what happens. It ain't moving, so it suggests that I might have put it... Oh, there we go. it's double springed and it's finally come undone. A bit wet in there by the looks of it. What have you done to it, Callum? So I still need that O-ring, don't I? There we go. We'll slot that on there. Nice. Done. Lovely jubbly. That comes out of there like that. That goes in there like that. Does it matter how... Oh, I've seen how this goes in. That goes in there like that. Ooh. That goes in there. That goes in there. And that goes in there. And it goes in there. Gotcha. Oh, look at that. Squidgy, squidgy, squidgy. Oh. So the multiple application impact, or whatever you want to call it, did the trick. Put your solder iron and it heats it up. This plastic, Delore. It did work, Jester, thank you. Everything can be fixed with hitting it with a hammer, apart from pets. Don't do it to pets. Does it not work with pets? Night, Dean, what are you going to watch? Don't watch the Eternals because it's pants. I'm going to watch Meet Joe Back tonight because I haven't seen that for absolutely ages. Got to grease them, have I? Maybe that's why it didn't want to come apart. What grease would you suggest? Just normal marine grease? Hopefully doing it Send It Sunday, yes. I might just call all my lives on a Sunday Send It Sunday. It's quite a nice name, I think, Send It Sunday. They are what look like time marks to assemble, or it on the splines won't go in. Yeah, no, I've seen I've seen those. So what grease would you suggest to put on them? A bit of just a bit plain old marine grease. Bum, 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 bum. I have to teach Callum how to do all this, won't I? I don't understand the point of greasing the springs, but I'll do what I'm told. They were a bit greasy already, so... I didn't do that last time though, so that may be why it might have stuck. Now more greasy. Thank you, Tuesday. I don't think this will be out this weekend. Don't know what we're doing yet, but I'll probably be getting the Lossy out again. I didn't think the Lossy would be coming out that much, but I've got some new tyres for it. And I want to try them out. Got some proper tyres for it now because we were sliding around too much last week. Fracture, that's a good film, Alistair. Is the washer in that goes above the springs? No, there's no washer here. No washer there. You're talking about that washer in there? Do I have to get that washer out? You're talking about that one, Gary? That one. Do I need that one? I'm as bad as Dean. Thank you, Gary. That's why I do these on the live streams, because I would not have known that was there and I would not have fitted it. Centre the servo with centre trim before fitting it. Yep. It's what Armour tell you to do with the manual when it comes with the XB. Okay. What's a good servo for the Lossy DBLX? The one I've just put on my community post, a Power HD 65 kilo 5th scale monster, off bang good at the moment for £34 or $46. Absolutely bargain. The link is in my community post if you go and have a look, Reese, but that will be what I was just putting there. Joe Pat, how are you? You know when you're as bad as Dean, when you run out of diff fluids and decide to break out the lure pack. Yeah, I'd never do that, Noah. I'm not that bad. All good, thank you, Zoz. How are you? How's work tonight? There's one. Yes, I've seen all that stuff. I've got it so all nice. Goes in, squidgy, squidgy. It's all lined up nicely in there. And then that sits on the top, doesn't it? Does it go centre though? I thought there was a special line you had to line it up to. You're saying just have it on the centre, are you? I thought when I fitted this before, there was something in the manual about saying line it up with something on the body or something other. I can't remember. Shush. Oh, good, thank you, Dusty. How are you? Any thoughts on getting the new DRK 160? I won't be getting it because you can't get it in the UK, so we'd have to import it and makes it quite expensive. And then if it blows up or we have any issues with it, then it's really hard to warranty it. So I won't be getting it. What my thoughts on it? I'll be honest and say my thoughts are fairly mixed on it, because I love the thought of the drag racing, but it's almost getting to the point now where he who spends the most money is going to win. And I think that's so restrictive for certain parts of the hobby. It's almost taking away any driver skill. You can just program it, pull the trigger and go. I know gyros aren't allowed, but it's at what point do you allow driving aids to take over the skill factor? But at the same time, why not have it? So I'm really, really, really conflicted over it, because if you look at normal drag racing, no prep or normal drag, they do tunes in the car depending on what surface they're on. It's no different from that. So I'm conflicted, but to me, he who has the most money will win, and that's it distracts from the hobby a bit, I think. If I'm making sense. It's counted very slightly clockwise, but true. Yeah, okay. Right, 15 minutes piece in 4 hours. Oh, that sucks. What are those battery cases? These are the battery cases, the lipo bags I buy for all my lipos, and I store them in them. So get them off of Hobby King. They're about £2.50 a bag. And then I'll write, you don't want to see my ugly mutt, and I'll write on the side what they are. So you've got those ones there. And people say you shouldn't have your lipos in here, but I stick them all in here. I've got to get some more because I've got some that aren't in them. And then they sit in the ammo crates, upside down, with all in their lipo bags. I've got some more down there, which I've got to sort out. Just had a delivery of some. So I get 3S1s and 6S1s. The 6S1s, you can get 2 3Ss in. So I'll pair up the 3Ss and put them in there. So in there will be 2 3S. I haven't written on this one what it is actually. But in this one will be 2 3S lipos that I've paired up. So that's how I manage my lipos, and try and keep them a little bit safer. We've got to do that tonight as well, than just loose in an ammo box. And they're only about, I think they're about £2.60, something like that maybe, per lipo bag. The only skill is reaction time. Yeah. Didn't realise you're answering questions, Dave. If I had 13 apples in one hand and 14 apples in the other hand, what would I have? Big hands. And steering the car straight for drag, yeah, you don't really need to do that though. If you got it trimmed in right. So I'm mixed on it. Hi Salty, how are you? Drivers shouldn't be allowed in RC drag race. It should be left up to the driver's skill. Indeed, and I think to a certain degree, so should the launching and the control. And you should be able to tune it in the slipper, etc. Dave, I've got the Typhon 3S for my wife. Very nice. Get some MX-28s on there and transforms the car. Old School RC, hi, how are you? But I'm mixed about it because, you know, at the same time I understand people want to go faster. It's almost like you need two classes. So you need pro mod and non. It's like having a pro mod body and a non pro mod body, if that makes sense. Maybe have two classes, one for no driver aids and one for driver aids. I don't know. That's just me thinking out loud. I had it lined up. It's still lined up. It goes over there, it won't go in, so it's got to stay there. Most difficult servo saver in the world to fix. Why is that as tight as it goes, but it's not all the way in? Don't like that. Something's not right here. Something wasn't right there. Screw fell all the way in. It wasn't tightening up anymore. But it wasn't locking onto this. Don't need to change that, do I? The screw would seem to be tight as you all the way in. Come on, where are you? There he is. No, not. Unless I was just out on that, but that's there. That goes all the way in. That is all the way in. And it's not pulling that up tight at all. That is not tightened up anymore. And I'm still miles away. That's okay, Reese. I wish I'd found them that deal before I ordered this servo. Nothing wrong with the servo, but those are better servos than what I've just put in here. So why is that doing that? Yeah, I am, but it's not screwing all the way in. If I take the springs out and everything, oh shush, now you're at battery. Have you thought about marketing your own single lipo bags? Could yeah, could do, I suppose, but it's finding someone to brand them up to us and everything. Hardcore RC lipo bags. Put that down there like that. We will do it without the springs. Oh, I wish my eyes wipe was better. Yeah, the screw's too long, I think. Put it on the old servo and see what happens. See, that one, I can get it all the way down, no problem at all. So it obviously goes all the way in on there. On this one, it also goes all the way in. So I must have been doing something wrong that was stopping it go all the way in with the springs in. Maybe it wasn't lined up. I could have sworn I had it lined up though. It does go all the way in. No, it goes, I've just literally done it without the springs in there, so now of course I can't get the stupid thing out. So maybe the inside wasn't lined up properly. Something was stopping it going all the way down though. That's there, that goes there. Oh, come on, I can see it's lined up. There. Maybe it just wasn't quite kicked round enough. Maybe that's what it was. Come on, you little... Just kicked out, just had to kick over a little bit. Oh, shush. Although I'm very cantilevered to the clockwise, I might be a bit one tooth over. Should be typical. Should really have a little mark on it, shouldn't it? That would help line it all up. Oh, come back, car. Oh, come on. Thought I kinked you over one. This wasn't supposed to take very long. Fucking hell, mate, now. Oh, it's still kinked over. Stupid thing. It is playing a rhythmic tune, yes. I think that's going to be... That's cantilevered clockwise now. So... Not there, it has to be the other way. It does have to be slightly cantilevered clockwise, doesn't it? If I remember rightly. That's as facing upwards as I can get it. I'll trim like actually. Steering trim is should be able to trim it out if needs be. Would I recommend the Clayton ES EXP? It depends what you want to do. Yes, it's a great car. Yes, it handles really well. Is it as tough as an X-Max? Probably not. Is it a great car though? Yes. No question it's a great car. But it's expensive to fix, etc., etc. You probably need to spend some money on upgrades. But, you know, it depends what you want to do with it. I'll see you later, Riggs. Online Shrimp. Hi. Another large scale Bassa. Well, a good question. Yeah, it does need to be trimmed. Lots of practice there, Kern. Lots of practice. Being single for 8 years, you get a lot of practice. Only about 3 degrees close to centre. It's as close to centre as I can get it. Which is... there. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And should I have taken that out first? Probably. Yeah, I probably should have taken this bit out first, shouldn't I? Oh, my life. All right. Why do I enjoy RC cars so much? When you're fixing things for the first time, you learn an awful lot about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And clearly, oh no, I might get away with it. Might get away with it. Probably not though. I probably need to find a hex to go in there. Save it spinning around, aren't I? Give up. Totally utterly give up. Hi Gaines, how are you? What's Mahusif? Well, some people say yes to the RPM arms, some people don't like them because they're too flexible. I think there's mixed reactions. I was talking to Martin, and Martin doesn't like them because he ends up breaking more bulkheads and things like that. So I think he'd rather replace a arm than a bulkhead and things like that. But you know, everyone has different opinions and things like that. Right, here we go again. It went on quicker that time. There you go, it's playing tunes again. That's loads more than needed. Trim it back. So switch it back to the slightly to the left of that then. That's through a plane with the top plate on. I tapped a Vitivon out to M4 and used metal joints. Yeah. I've never had... Oh, of course, you've got the bash bar on, haven't you, Gary? So you think that's too far to the left, to clockwise, do you? You think I should switch it back the other way? I'll kick it back the other way and let you see that. How many times this screw here now then? So it's now got a slight kick to the... Come back here. Yeah. Slight kick to the clock, counterclockwise now, but it's a bit more upright. Think that's a bit better. Oh, you don't have to thread lock it, do you? Right, lads, I'm going to be heading out now. Be back later, but if not, thanks. That's okay, Noah. Take care, buddy. Might see you this weekend if you're out and about. I don't know what you're doing. So do you have to thread lock, do you? Thread lock. Where is my thread lock? So does that look better now though, Gary? Straight on like that? Right. I'll get it off. I'll thread lock it now then. This is a pain in the backside to do though, isn't it? I'll put thread lock in the hole. Hopefully that's okay. My glasses, there we go. Unfortunately not out this weekend, but next weekend will be yes. Okay. Won't see you this weekend then. Have you put the plastic grub screw in counterclockwise? Which plastic grub screw? The grub screw was already in there. I didn't have to take that out. If you're talking about the one that goes down, you can't see, can you? You can. If you're talking about the one that goes down there, the big one, that was already in there. I didn't need to take that out. I have a friend that lived up there and got all the snow as well. Glad I'm in Georgia. We don't really see any of that stuff. You had a couple of ice storms, though. I can't remember, we had a big ice storm down in Georgia when I was coming through once. I like it. So there's certain things I like and there's certain things I don't like. When I'm working on a new, like now I know this, going forward, I won't have a problem. I haven't really worked much on these 8S cars. So certain areas like this are all new to me. 6S car, I can find my way around with my eyes shut. The X-Max, I can pretty much find my way around with the eyes shut now. I've worked on NUS. These are very similar, obviously, to a 6S car, but there's, you know, this area here is totally and utterly different. It's a pain in the backside the way they do this servo saver. I'm not quite sure why they've done it like this, but it is what it is. Not what I can do about it, it's how they've done it. So that's all in there. We will get these screws back in as well for the receiver, which I didn't need to undo. But I thought I might need to take it off, but I didn't. Ba-da-ba-da. So next video is out tomorrow night. I held back. I was going to do it Thursday, but as we're a bit short, I've got 3 other videos lined up ready to go. I've just got the front ends done, I haven't got the back ends done. So I thought, well, if I do that, I'm going to be short. So I've held it back and it's going live tomorrow night. I hope you like it. It's on the DR8. Took me a lot of editing, and I'm going to see if spending more time on editing pays dividends or not. If it doesn't, then I won't spend as much time on editing. We've got 72 thumbs up. I'm impressed with that. Make that 73. It's a proper... Oh, the EXB one has a stronger spring as well, does it? That's quite tough to get back on. Yeah, that's out tomorrow, Alfie, the DR8 video. So I'll put a lot of work into it. I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. I'm hoping it gets received well. It took a lot of new editing techniques I'm trying to bring in as well, which means takes more time. Is it worth it? I don't know. You guys tell me, you know. The drift video, actually, I'm surprised at that one because I thought it was a good video, but obviously drifting as it didn't start off that well, but it's actually flying now in relative terms. It's just constantly getting 1,000 views every 48 hours. And touch wood, if I've got any wood, it doesn't seem to be abating. You know, for whatever reason, it's coming up well on the long term rather than it's just not a quick burn and die sort of thing. We love this hobby. It's much cheaper than the last 25 years building Mustang drag cars for a few grand a year on RCs and parts versus 120. Ouch. Yes, that's a big difference, Salty. I haven't started that yet. I'm going to try it. And you're talking about this boy. And I've got Jack's old diff to take the parts out of and put it in there. I haven't started it yet because I haven't had time. I normally do the build part of the video on a Saturday. And last Saturday I didn't get a chance. And this Saturday, questionable whether I'll get a chance to. If I do, I will. I've still got the lossy video to do. You'll get the Lossy back out. Got the Creighton EXB with the Max 6 video to do, which is probably what I'm going to have for next week, because I'm hoping Callum comes out and we get to play with the Creighton EXB and get a few launches on that with the new Max 6 in there and the mod I did to that. So this will probably be, and then I've got the Lossy, which hopefully get out and some of the video to this weekend with it. So, but there, this will be, this is in the pipeline. It's time at the moment, unfortunately. Editing time and videoing time. I don't get any time during the week because I'm editing, and then the weekends, you know, I'm working until 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it's. Oh, I love it. It does get a bit frustrating at times. But I do love it. I love the people we've met as well. The people we've got to know. I'd have been mad by now if it wasn't for that, you know, being at home by myself with nothing to do all week, and the boys not really, you know, with the pandemic and all that sort of stuff, they don't come over as much now. So the fact we've got a group to go out with, I chat with you guys online, the comments, you know, the interaction, it's all helps massively. Yeah, tomorrow I've got to obviously swap the servos out and the Lossy. This is what's going to take a bit of time. Maybe I shouldn't have done that up quite yet. One. The Sittingbourne track is really good, and they change the layout sort of like every 6 to 8 weeks. So the next time we go back there, that layout will probably have changed. So it's always giving you a shout. And the guys there are super, super helpful. You can rent, if you go along there, you can rent a car as well. You can rent one of their RMX 2.0s just to give it a go and see if you like it. I've done some mods to Callum's. I've got to get it back there because he said he would set it up if I do these mods. So I've done it, and it's got a massive amount of camber at the moment. What I didn't do. I do hate this hobby sometimes because I didn't put that back in. And I think you have to put that back in first, don't you? And the little plastic Nugget thing, which I don't know what I've done with. What do I do with the little plastic Nugget thing? What is it? Oh no, it is there still. It comes out like that, doesn't it? And that then goes in there like that, doesn't it? Yep. And that goes in there like that, doesn't it? And I wouldn't put that in there like that, don't it? I need to take that out, don't it? try again. How on earth have I balanced it? It's magic, Alfie. I'm a wizard. UDR, I like them, but yeah, I wouldn't get one. Yeah, but it's all in there now. Hello, I'm new to the IC world. I want to say thank you for all the helpful content. I wanted to get my first bash and would appreciate an opinion between Armour Granite Big Rock and Traxxas Max V1. Welcome to the stream, Lance. Welcome to the world of RC. Now, Armour Granite Big Rock and Traxxas Max V1. If you're bashing and bashing hard, I'd probably go for the Traxxas Max, but I'd probably go V2 because it's got the wide max kit on it already and it's slightly longer. So I'd probably go for the V2 because there's not much of a price difference. And if actually, depending on where you are, if you're in the UK, the V2, you can't, and you'll struggle to get the V1 unless you're buying it second hand now, I think, anyway. So I would get the V2. Having said that, depending on where you're located, with what country you're in, I'd also highly consider saying that before we track, the Max is bigger than the Granite and the Big Rock, a fair bit bigger as well. So I would, if you want something the same size as the Granite and the Big Rock, I'd also throw into the mix the Team Associated Rival MT10. Yeah, okay, Kern. Yes, you did. I did, so I did, and now I'm putting it back together. If I was you, I'd buy one brand new and price wasn't an issue. What would you pick? 5T DBLX or 30-degree noof. I love the style of the DBXL. Love those type of cars. I love the DBXL. I love the Super Rock Ray. I love the DR8. I love the look of the Fire Team. I'll be honest with you. I do love the look of the Fire Team. I just won't get one because I won't pay that price for something that's got underrated ESC and etc. in it. And then the laser nut I love, but again I wouldn't buy that because of the issues. The Tenacity, I love the look of that. All those sorts of cars, and I love. So that's a difficult one. But I also love the Lossy 5T, and the 30-degree North is the same, but needs some upgrades. So, and it doesn't come with as big an engine. So I'd probably go Lossy 5T over the 30-degree North if money wasn't an issue. If money was an issue, I'd get the 30-degree North. But I love the DBXL as well. And they've just brought out a petrol DBXL, 1,500 quid. I don't know whether you've seen that. It's got the 32cc Zenoware engine in it as well. So they've got petrol one of those. I don't know if I keep pushing to do English RC videos. 36 views in 3 days with Crate XP unboxing and run. It's tough, Zoz. I'll be honest with you, mate. It is tough, tough, tough. You just got to promote yourself as all over the place. Many Facebook pages as you can, etc., etc. You've got to get people viewing. So YouTube won't promote you. You've got to promote yourself. In a couple of places, but not from doing this. It was from hitting them with, there's a mark up here where I hit it with a hex driver. Supposed to be coming out on the 31st of January, Alfie. So hoping that's Monday that it gets in, and I have it Tuesday. I like the 3S range. Dean, but I don't like the price of them now. When they were 259, 269, they're an absolute great car. At 389, no, not when you can get an MT10 for 269. I think they're great. I love the 3S cars, and I've highly recommended them, but not at their current price point. I love the driving and everything else like that. They're just a pain to, you know. I love the electric, the ease of it, but I also like the petrol. Thanks, Dad, for coming by. Take care, buddy. Okay, yeah, that's in a white. Yeah, we're in the UK, but if anyone is and they're after the V1s, they've got to go somewhere to be sold, because all of a sudden they just stop selling them, and the stores would have them unless they've gone back to be converted to V2s. Yeah, the shocks are a bit poo. I'll give you that, Gary. We did upgrade ours. Right. What am I doing? Battery trays. I can do these last, actually, can't I? Which way round do they go? This one's there. Right, get all the other screws in and do those last. Yeah, you can't. Those other subs probably won't watch your new hobby. You have to be careful. The people you bring to view your channel don't disappear because they're watching. They come for something else. It's all a bit complicated, but just have fun with it, Zoz, to be honest with you. That'd be my recommendation. Just have as much fun with it as you can. Oh, what's that for then? Right, let's get these battery trays in. They're both the same. That one don't move, so that one has 3 in it, does it? Yep, I'll see where that goes. No, that's not right. Oh. In RSI. screw out a bit. Final ones on the back tonight. I'm going to have a look at why this bearing's not turning. My shoulder. See if it works. To be fair, Dave, I came to your channel as my wife was interested in the doll collection, but I like the RCs too. I can get the dolls back out for you. They're silicone, Gary. They don't punch you, just have to wash them down. I'm still working on the... Well, that does need trimming out though. Oh no. I can't trim it back enough. It needs to be way over to the left. That's centered. It did need to be over to that left. I'm all the way left, I'm still turning right. Can't trim it out. Oh. I won't take that bit off this time, I'll just take the bottom bit off and do it. Hi Master, today you're the best moderator. Master's always the best moderator. Even you'd have had it in the bin, Dean. Is it steering in the right direction? I think so. Should be, I haven't changed that. Worth checking, I suppose. Yeah, steering in the right direction, it's just, I can't trim it out. That's all full right trim and it's still turning left. That's centered. And it's turning right a lot. That's full right trim and it's still turning left. So I think it needs to be kinked over, unfortunately. I think it did need to be over to the clockwise position. Oh well, it's just more work. Keeps me on live. It'd be in landfill by now. Yeah, or you sold it. Some people would argue that, Dave. They would. Did you center the trim when hooking the power? Yes, I did. It was all centered, but you could either go slightly to the left of center or fairly to the right of center. We went slightly to the left of center, but it needs to be to the right of center. No, I'm not removing the side skirt this time. I learnt that lesson. Not removing the side skirt or the battery tray. Jester, welcome back. We all missed you. You were having a poo. Number 2. Was it a big one, a small one? Was it what I like to call a perfect poo? Or was it an imperfect one? And that one there, I'm guessing. Yep. I only needed to undo 4 screws. Look at that. Who'd have thought? I'll put a bit more thread lock on this time as well. At least I know the quick way of doing this now. Come on. More thread lock than we need. Right. There. Pretty sure that's the right spot. Didn't centre it up. You numpty. Yep, that was right. Hi Joe, how are you? RC fanboy, hi. I know that now, Gary. RC Norwich, very nice up that area, nice and flat as well. Why would anyone from Norwich be from Norwich? I don't know. Why would they? Just looked at Hobby Wing and then saw Hobby King. So who is RC Norwich? Because I am. You're up that neck of the woods, aren't you, Gary? Oh, there we go. We're getting a bit of a clan of the Norwich clan going on. Right, I'm only going to put 2 screws in. And see, I might have to adjust the turnbuckle if it doesn't trim out. If we can't get it to trim out, it will be sorting out this turnbuckle a little bit. And it does feel closer to where it was before. You can't see, look. There we go. That's trimming up nicely to the centre now. Power! Faster than the other ones as well. We'll just sort the end rates out again, but that's working. Yay! Now we can look at that hub and see what's going on. Imagine the bearing's gone. I've got a load of bearings to clean up and refurbish up there. Bring you around this side, guys, so you can see what I'm doing from here. Try to anyway. How's that? That good? Norfolk. My garden currently is about 200. Nice, 200. I used to have a 200-metre garden. I used to love doing the fireworks in that, and now I haven't. Good Lord, I could build 2 entire rigs. I doubt you could, Dean. I might challenge you on that. Boom wheels can't go on because they're on the X-Max. It's just this one hub because it's not moving for whatever reason. It's stuck. It's not that, so it must be a 3 mil. It is. It's turning now. Maybe that bearing's frozen up in it. No, he's. Come on. Here you come, Mr. Bearing. I don't want to have to undo all that to get the bearing out. I can persuade it to come out with gravity. Clearly not. Paint. Do you think these wheels will go all right on it? There's more RCs in your kitchen than munchies. Probably not. There might be, but I don't think there is. Kind of, I've got loads of stuff, mainly Chinese, WO toys, costed, etc. Because mate, the Chinese stuff, the WO toys, I really, really like. I'm super impressed with the WO toy stuff. I've got to put the mud guard on as well. Not that size. What size is it? It's that big one there. Oh, this is one we've buckled. Come on. Still not enough. Come on. That new Korean film's out, or series out tonight, isn't it? They All Must Die or something or other. Which looks really good. I don't know if any of you seen that. About the zombies. Does look really, really good though. On Netflix, if you know what I'm saying. Doesn't mean you've got to disappear and watch it. But it does look really good. That pin's coming out. I must have lost that. I'm having a bit of a mare here because that needs to turn around there a bit. Oh. There you come. Let's have a look at these bearings now. A multi-tool hammer. There it is. one of them. Oh yeah, that's seized. They're both seized right up. They ain't moving nowhere. It's not good because I don't have spares of these. So these are totally and utterly royally seized up. So they is not moving anywhere. But we will try and fix them. And the way we do that, I'm putting down like this. All the junk out the way. You can see that, good. Now we need my, we'll get the seals off to start off with. Seal number 1 off. Making sure you don't snap the end off, which I've done a few times before. Come on. Or cut yourself. Like I've just done there. Snap the end off. Gotcha. Just make sure you, if you do snap the end off, just make sure you get it out. You don't want that churning around your bearings. So it's not looking pretty in there, but we can salvage it. And I know Gary's going to be sending me links now to some stainless steel bearings. And I probably should take all of them off and have a look, because if these ones are gone, chances are the other ones have gone as well, but not a job I'm doing tonight. Get those off. Yeah, that one's proper gammed up as well. We will get them in the 5. Some I've really got super wet this one though, so I don't know why. Well, they're gone. We let that soak in there for a bit. Does anyone have any tips on how to fit bearings when they are really tight on? Get yourself a bearing. Oh, what's happened to my Wi-Fi? Get yourself a bearing removal tool. Is the best way. Who got timed out? Did I miss something? Westworld's really good as well, yes. Monster Hunter. It's a great movie with one of my favourite actresses. I do love the what's it, Mila Djokovic or whatever her name is, and I love her in the Resident Evil series. What's happened to my connection? Let me check, because you look like you've all gone a bit blurry. 1 second. Don't know why you've all gone a bit blurry. Is the stream okay to you guys? Oh, looks like it's a bit better now. Gave him a timeout on a bearded boot. Oh. I don't know. I was taking the mick out myself. I wasn't aware that I wasn't allowed to say bad things about myself. I think it's... We're fairly relaxed, Jester. It's just, you know, sometimes comments can get taken the wrong way and things like that. So the mods will do what the mods need to do. I don't see all the comments because if I'm working away, I don't get to see all the comments. So I thought maybe it was mine. No, I think we just had a glitch. I don't know why when I moved you around. Seems to be okay now, though. So we'll let these... soak in there for a little bit. And then you just... A good way to do it is with some mole grips. You just slowly start trying to... There you go. It's already starting to go a little bit move. You just ease it, ease it, ease it, ease it. It's a long, tough job, and sometimes it's quicker and easier just to get new bearings. But I'm tight, and I don't have any either with me. I've never bought a bearing replacement kit for this car because we never really run it that much. So you get it moving just a little bit, pop it back in there, get a bit of a clean out, try it on the other one, see if we've got any movement there. This one, oh no, we have. Once you get a bit of movement, you can normally get a little bit more movement, and then as you get more movement, it becomes more and more and more. It's a bit like going in dry. I think the string to Kent is drying out. No, not here. Full fibre. Proper internet here. I think we just had a bit of a glitch where I moved it, probably next to the kettle. Fibre to the house. 1 gigabit internet. 1 gigabit internet here. Have a look on Banggood, Alfie, RJX ones. They're really good as well. I mean, they're probably better than the Turnigy ones. The RJX on Banggood, you can get a nice set for like 10 quid, which you've got the speed heads. This one's almost done. You've got the speed heads in, and then you get a handle as well to put them in. Okay. This one's moving nicely now. This one, oh, here we go, all the way. There we go, that's done. Not finished cleaning, but the fact you've got it moving means we can get everything cleaned out and nicely. Spinning again. Brake cleaner WD-40 GT85. I like this because it breaks down the rust as well. Evening, Claire, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry for that. Why was it fouled? Hopefully only because you had some idiots out rather than you and Ian not getting on, I hope. Where did you go for your date night? Anywhere exciting? Oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense. But have a look at the RJX ones. I've got a stash of blue tablets. Never needed them. And thankfully, saw my point as I could have been taken out either way. What's that? At least I didn't sim bin before doing more, yeah. In hockey, if you get 3, it's called a hat trick. I used to play hockey. Burnt food, waited 1.5 hours for it to come, then ate Ian's Burger King by mistake. Oh, this one's taking ages. This one, I don't want to move. Might have to do the old mole grip trip. I think it's courtesy of Kevin, the mole grip trip. Mole grip trip. Mole. Oh, don't give me tongue twisters because I won't be able to do it. Mole grip trick. There we go. That's the main thing, Claire, that you had a good time. It's not where you are, it's not what you're eating, it's not what you're doing, it's the company you're with. So that's the main thing in life. As long as you had a good time. Now we will get a brake clean on this now because it's still got some. Where did you go, Claire? Why was it so rubbish? 1.5 hours for Burger King. Yeah, I'd be slightly annoyed if I had to wait 1.5 hours for a Burger King. The problem is brake cleaner, it dissolves, doesn't it? Or evaporates. Let's get some brake cleaner in there. What do I do with my brake cleaner? Do I put it outside? Oh, I did. That will wait then. I'll do that tomorrow. And then once you've done that, guys, obviously you cleaned it all up. You get some good, decent grease in there. Put the seals back on and then pop it back in. You should be good to go. So you don't need to bin. As long as you can get them moving again, you can clean them up. They're still good. Hi, Chris84. How are you? Cheap and cheerful pub. Burger King was the backup after the well, at least you got the refund as well, and then Burger King afterwards. Probably Burger King was better food anyway. I prefer a Macca's to a Burger King sometimes. I do like a Whopper. I know Claire's a bit partial to a Whopper as well. If you're talking about Steam Train, Tony Mars, then yeah, he's definitely sent you the wrong email. He's probably sent you some dodgy. He sent me a really dodgy text the other day. Almost made me want to throw up. Oh, come on. Right. It's time for the mole grip trick. If we can do it on this one. So try and mole grip just the inner. A bit more. A bit more possibly. No, a little bit more. If you can mole grip just the inner bit, and then you can get a lot more leverage on the outer bit. Double Whopper for the win. Without the tomatoes. Got to take tomatoes out. Tony is. I mean, he sent me one of the horriblest videos I've ever seen in my life. Made me want to throw up. Half the night shift. Really, Oz, you're halfway there. You've all wanted to see, just watch me do some hand action on the live stream, haven't you? Just putting it backwards and forwards. Oh, here we go. We're getting a movement now. Yes, we've got movement. You really need some compressed air blowing the crap out after brake cleaner is the best. Yeah, I'm going to get some brake cleaner in there now. I've got it going. My brake cleaner's outside though. The mole grip trick, courtesy of Mr. Kevin Talbot, it's very gritty still though, has worked. Give him a slosh in there. I mean, look at the state of that liquid though. Tony is dodgy, but he still won the race. Well, it's debatable. I think the others just stopped a bit early on that second run because they were worried about the dog poop. Yeah, I'd say that the centre game just maybe stopped a bit too early. Do it, David. I know. I finished early. Got all the liquid out of it. All the gunk. And again, I'll get the brake cleaner on that now. Get all the old grease out. I haven't got my new glasses on. Get that. I won't do it now. We've got them moving again. That's the main thing. And my hands are gummed up now. I'm going to go. Oh, is that the time? I'm going to sit this PC. Wash my hand panties. So I have got a stack of other bearings to do this too. So we'll leave them soaking overnight. And then I'll get the other bearings sorted out as well, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 bearings to do. The main thing is the servo's in. I've got a lot of things to do tomorrow now. I've got to fix the X-Max tyres so I can get the Outcast wheels back on here. Go and sit and chat for a little bit if you want to sit and chat. Where are we? Where are we? Turn that off because you don't want to hear yourselves. Who's your email with, Claire? Maybe we could get everyone in MHAP to post pics of the MT10. Could do. I need to sort a body out on the MT10. MT10 is such a good car for the price. Sorry, Adrian. Years of practice, Kern, on the old finger action. Maybe we should all club together and get Tony a MT10. What car did Tony hate? I think he hates his Slash. Yeah. That's what you want to do with the car, though, really, didn't it? Oh, I've got Mark's email address now. Look at that. Everyone's got to send Mars Master. Everyone's got to send Mars Master an email now. What's happening? Get my internet on. Why's my internet playing up? Is it all gone funny again your side? I don't think it's my internet. No, it's not there. It might be my up. Let's check my up. I might not be coming up very well. Oh no, I'm shooting loads upstream. Got loads coming down and shooting a load up. So it's not that. Settings. Oh, it's because my PC's dropped down to 480. Duh. Why is it really, really bad? Why is my playback really, really bad? Let's see if that comes back better. No, phone's not hot. I'm just going to undo this and switch connection. Oh, there we go. That's weird, isn't it? I just took it off of the stand and it was okay. Most strange. Pat needs to read us another video then. Because then he will drop. When Pat releases a video, his sub count goes down. Oh, look at that ugly mug coming in your faces. Callum, how are you, my dear boy? How are you feeling? You haven't gone and got the Rona off of Jack. Guess what I got today? Problem is, I don't want to. Just be careful. You don't see too much of it. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Can't say what. No, the stand's not magnetic. Speeding ticket came, yes. Last Saturday, coming back from Iceland. I don't think I was speeding though. I'm going to have to get a dash. I don't go. The problem is I don't go out. I'm so careful. I don't speed or anything now. Really annoying. A long drive from Iceland, yeah. No, not the world part. It's just, it is what it is. You can't challenge it though. I don't think I was speeding. I remember seeing it. I was in a load of traffic, and I remember when I saw the van, I thought, ooh, and I looked down. I was doing 28 miles an hour. So, and we were in traffic all the time. So I don't think I was. But it is what it is. I'll take it on the chin. I'll take the £100 and 3 points. Just annoying. Speed limiter. Well, yeah. I use the cruise control a lot for the speed. Check my Facebook Messenger. What we got on Facebook Messenger? Oh, we got a few. Yeah, I think so. Adrian, I think it'll be a nice thing. So I don't know how we organise it. Maybe have a chat with Claire. If you want to have a chat with Claire, I'm definitely put something in. So yeah, I'd be up for that. I think it's a good idea. They do a lot. Oh. Who sent me a friend request? Dennis. Thank you, friend. Okay. Oh. There he is. I was upsetting some fanboys on the Armour forum earlier, though. The truth, the most likes again. I didn't get banned this time. I was polite. And I think I still got the. There's 1-9. Where's my one? 19 likes. There you go. And that's from the Ham fanboys themselves. Someone say rubber. What do you need rubber for? Oh, it's gone again. Why is my phone doing that? I'm going to change it to a different Wi-Fi. 1 second. I'll change the net. Might be my Wi-Fi network playing up. Let's see what happens now. That's going by, Dan. Take care, buddy. Hopefully catch up soon. Do need to get back up to Sandy. Sandy, can't you see? Here we go. I've changed the network. Gone off 5 hertz and gone on to the 2.4. Maybe the 5 hertz is playing up. That's much better. Tony got banned from the Crawley group yesterday for posting a picture that suggested Crawley. Oh, he did post that one, did he? Why? I mean, they've done that. He's done that in the Armour group as well. Someone did it in the Armour group. I mean, just take it as. Why'd you ban someone for doing that? It's just a bit of a laugh, bit of entertainment. It's like I've never been timed out or banned. I've had a couple of posts removed by Facebook, but I've never actually had a ban. I know few people said, made me laugh. Oh, I just got banned again. I've never actually been banned by Facebook, so I can't be that bad. I've been banned from one group. Tony, Steam Train Tony from MHAP with Alex. Now Dan's gone, can I say, you're not ugly, Jester. Sorry, beauty comes from within. Their group rules say no. It's not troublemaking though, it's just having a bit of a laugh, isn't it? It's like, get a sense of humour. You know, pull your head out your backsides, get a sense of humour and have a bit of fun in life. You know, discuss it. You know, have a discussion about it. You know, that's what happened on, I'll be fair, that's what happened on the Armour group, and actually, that's where Jason did and made a comment that it looks like he likes me again. They seem to forget that Jason did and used to work at Co-Rally. He got a warning for having man flu. He admitted he was. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, it can be, yes. Very true, Claire. People aren't ugly, their personality. You can be the most gorgeous person, or you know, from what people suggest, and have the worst personality. I like the film Shallow Hal. I think that's a really, really good film. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a comedy, but it is a really good movie with Jack Black in it. Shallow Hal, great movie. He doesn't like you, he just dislikes you less than Corelli, is my take on it. Yes, Adrian, there you go. It's one of my favourite movies, Shallow Hal. It's really funny, but it's got a real good message, and it brings it across really well. So if anyone hasn't watched it, go and watch Shallow Hal. Great movie. And if you want to cry all night long, if you don't cry at this movie, you're not human. A movie called The Book of Henry. If you don't cry in that movie, you're not human. So if you want a good tearjerker, there you go. There you go. Callum's put it up before I said it. The Book of Henry. Oh my God. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely brilliant movie. And it will touch you like you've never been touched before. And yeah. False Hobbies, hi, how are you? Jack Black, big thumbs up for Jack Black, yeah. Here I'm going to cancel the Fireball car and going to have a big announcement for 2022. H Riviera, hi. Oh, I don't know. I don't think they'd cancel it after they've released it already. I don't see that happening, but there's, you know, they probably will have some big announcements. You know, the 4S cars are supposed to come out. I'm hoping they do, you know, but it's what price point? I don't have a wife, so I don't know about amazing personalities on that. Oh, Nobody is a great movie as well. Great action movie, that one. Those Dirty Minds setting, can't say anything though, because it's. I could say they're 18 and 16 now. Hey, nothing they've not done or I've not done. So, John Wick. What's everyone's favourite movie then? I still cry. Oh, when's the new Maverick film coming out? Claire, if you haven't seen The Book of Henry, it's on Plex, and you've got access to Plex, haven't you? I think you've got access to my Plex. It's on Plex. Watch The Book of Henry, but seriously have a box of tissues. It's a great movie, but it's affecting me now, and I watched it over a year ago. You've got to watch it. It is, but boxes of tissues to the ready, seriously. New Matrix sucks. Really sucks. Watched it. I was really looking forward to that. Did I ask Callum to watch it? I don't think I did. I was trying to get Callum to watch all the old Matrixes so we could watch the new one. But he didn't want to. Yeah, Top Gun 2 looks really good, but it could be a flop as well. Oh, it was it? That's why it's probably so good. Do you like the Outcast? Yes, but with a caveat. I don't think it's anywhere near as bashable as the X-Max. It costs a lot more to fix than the X-Max. Does it handle better than the X-Max? Yes. Is it a good drive? Yes. Does it come out very often? No. The reason being is because limited space in the car, and the X-Max, in our opinion, apart from the handling, beats it in every area. And is much cheaper to fix. So, but do we like it? Yeah, when we take it out, we really enjoy driving it and having fun with it. But every time we've taken it out, we've broken it, and it's cost a fortune. I mean, I've just spent 120 quid fixing the servo in it because the servo was playing up. So yeah. Sea biscuit, yep. I won't tell you about the story. I was really disappointed with it, Mast. Jester, I didn't mean like those sorts of tissue liquids. I was just disappointed. It's almost like they made a movie for the sake of making a movie. Watch it. You might really enjoy it, but when we next on the stream after we watched it and we're on the same stream and everything, let me know what you think. What, Jack and Callum get wound up when we go out? They like to wind me up. Well, if you want to cry, book a Henry, seriously. And Callum's going to love it. Because the Lossie's got new tyres. Not going to have any problem with the tread on these. There you go, the sneak peek, this week's sneak peek. New rubber. Got some chunky rubber. Ribbed for the extra pleasure. There you go. Just what the doctor ordered. We have some Mad Max ribbed rubber. Weigh them and compare to the size of the backflips. These are probably, well, they don't feel that heavy actually. Might have to put them on the Outcast. Oh, they could go on the X-Max, couldn't they? I wonder what they do weigh. I'm going to go and weigh them now, Gary. You've made me think. Oh, gone floppy. Well, we know the X-Max tyres are 590. The Outcast backflips are about 620. These are $644. So not too bad, only 20 grams heavier than the backflips. And they're bead locked as well. I haven't got the backflips in there because they're on the X-Max. You know what I'm doing though, don't you? They might be good on a Creighton, you know. Because they're narrower. They might be good on a Creighton, you know, Gary. So you're going to get some grip. And you get the metal capping off on the inside. But anyway, these going on the Lossy, they're going to tear up the grass, these things will. Oh, there we go, all floppy. Won't go on the Italian because they're 24mm hexes. But yeah, no, I'll get these on the Lossy. I'll get the servos switched out, or get down to one servo for tomorrow, but I'll swap them around because you hadn't thought of that, Gary. See, there you go, I've given you an idea now, Gary, haven't I? I don't think he does run them on there. He's got them on his Lossy. He's got them on his DBLXE, I think. He's got the blue ones, the blue beady. But I wanted the blue ones, but our body's red and yellow, so it made sense to get the red ones. Welcome back, Noah. Oh, he's got... sucks working on a Saturday. They're tyres for the Lossy. They're Mad Max wheels, actually. We need to know they are a good price. They were 80... They're about, for 4, they're about the same price as 2 Outcast wheels, I think. I will tell you how much they were. For the 4, £76, 99p. For 4. They are 39 quid for the pair. I'm going to put a link in. Oh, that's the wrong one. Ignore that. I don't know what that one goes to. What does that go to? Oh, that goes to the JX servo I was letting someone know about. You can ignore that. That's the JX servo. Depends on what colour you want. I can delete that one. Remove. There we go. Don't know. I can find out. I think they do because Paul Pitney runs them on his Lossy DBLXE2 with a stupidly big motor on that. I don't know, for tracking, for going around track and getting grip, not for air control, because I don't think they're belted. I don't see them ballooning much, Gary, to be quite honest. They're pretty solid. They're probably not very good for jumping high and things like that. They're very rigid. Very rigid, so there's not much give in them. There is obviously foams in there, but not bended on the outside, are they? Not bended on the inside either. I might bend them, don't know. They're bead locked though, which is quite nice because then you can get them off and change them quite easy. And I'm going to get some pins for the, once I've got those swapped out, I'm going to get some 30° north pins to put them on the other one. I don't think they're belted, but they're very sturdy. Reinforced hex, thicker bead locks, super strong 12 grade bead lock screws. Designed for hardcore bashing and toughest of terrains. Extra material has been used to reinforce the thickness of the carcass, sidewalls and bead areas. Mad Maximum an extra lattice around the tyre internals. This grips the inner foam, preventing slippage and reducing the ballooning effect caused with high speed. So, yeah, the ultra beefy centre lugs dig deeper into the ground and lose conditions. I mean, the amount of engineering that's gone into these, which are half the price of the other ones, is quite ridiculous. I've put a link, Zoz, they are Mad Max, same ones that did my hubs for the X Max to put the bigger wheels on. Yeah, I have to. It's the first time I've bought direct from them. Every other time since I got the Lossy, I've bought from them via their eBay store. But the problem with buying the eBay store, if you're buying a single item, it works out the same price because the postage is free from eBay, but you pay for it in the store. But with these, it worked out more because I want a couple of other bits and pieces. So, and I could use a 5% discount on those because I get a 5% discount code with them. So it was, will they send them to me or not? And they did. So, you know, unfortunately, getting a Lossy about, you know, I have to shop at RC Models. I don't have a lot of choice. Oh, mast. Addicted. Not really a bashing tyre. It is a bashing tyre, but not a sending, multiple flips, bashing tyre. No. Night, Claire. Take care. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, you might crack the wings land on them. They're not for mega sending, I don't think. But if you were driving around just a track with light jumps, not light jumps, but medium jumps, etc., and in the woods, they'd probably be quite good on the Creighton. There you go. Revo's had them on the X Max. No, I can't see. I really can't see them ballooning because they are super solid. The rubber is really dense. I am actually going to call it a night as well because it is 12. Took a lot longer doing that servo than I'd planned on taking. Maybe if I didn't take everything out like I did and I'd just taken 4 screws out, might have been a bit quicker. And maybe if I'd have been able to, I know how to get it in and out quickly now. So make of that as you will. So take care. 90 thumbs up. Happy with that. Thank you. Yeah, Mars, you did put your emoji. You might want to check it. Yes, sorted out the bearing. Yes, the 2 bearings are gone, so I've got those there. They're soaking in GT85 now. I've got them moving again. I'll blast them out with brake cleaner tomorrow. Get them greased up, get them back in. I will check the other side as well. Just make sure they're spinning properly. Okay, Callum, I'm calling it a night as well. So enjoy your football tomorrow. Might see you Sunday. Oh dear, I'm tired as well. Right, and I've got to go and watch a new thing on Netflix called They All Must Die or something or other. It's really, really good. Came out today. So take care, guys. Stay safe. Video's out tomorrow. I'm hoping you guys like this one. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, you know, of the editing and everything else like that. You might love it, you might hate it, but who knows. But see you later. Love you all. Yeah, I'm out Sunday, Revo, definitely. So whatever's happening, I am out. So even if I'm by myself, don't care, I'm out. Bye.